Hey, what's up, guys? So today we are looking at the Invincible Iron Man from Mezco. This is the exclusive one. This is the 112 collective pose, play, display. This is Iron Man armor model 42 from the box. Back of the box. There is no sleeve. There is no window. The exclusive ones are more basic with the box, but the figure itself is more amazing. Okay, so speaking of which, the figure is absolutely amazing. It has die-cast metal in it down at the calves and shins and ankles, and up here at the shoulders. Articulation, rocker joint on the leg, on the ankle, joint in the above the knee, so double jointed knee above and below. Ball jointed hips, ab crunch, not really twisting at the waist, very limited. I would not suggest turning that waist. Ball jointed wrist, double jointed elbow, ball jointed shoulder, head on a ball joint. That is the articulation. I am okay with it. He's a man of pseudo armor. You're really not going to be putting him in dynamic poses. All right, let's get the faceplate off and take a look at that face. Not the best face in the world, I will be honest. I think the mustache should be a little bit darker. It looks a little gray to me. But let's be serious here. Who's going to be displaying this figure with the mask up? Nobody. The mask does magnetically attach to the top. You can't see the magnet in the helmet, which is very nice. Inside the helmet, they decided to put a little bit of detail. They put a little bit of a sticker. Yeah, it's a sticker. Okay. This goes back on. Be very careful when taking this on and off. You don't want to chip the paint. There we go. Okay. Base itself is an arc reactor. I like this much better than having the name of the character on there. If somebody sees this figure in your collection and says, "Who is that?" Well, there's no help for them. Okay. Overall, I do like it without the name. This figure is simply amazing. Overall, like before you even get to the end of this video, he's amazing. Okay. Let's go over the accessories. Let's start with the hands. He comes with one fisted hand and one grip hand, which you can see the repulsor in there right there. Bring him close for you guys to see. Very nice. So mirrored hands, so two fists, two grip hands, all identical. Let's get them out of the way. You get another pair of hands that's more of a flat out open hand. That is recessed. If you notice that, it is because there's an accessory for the repulsor. Now you get two of these. So you get two of these hands and two of these repulsors. So you can have him doing that lift off that you've seen him do. And to match the lift off, you can't be without your rocket boot thrusters. So we'll put it on one foot so you guys can see what that looks like. The figure does come with an armature, so that you could attach it to the base and have him in lift-off mode if you like. Okay. We have the hip missile cannons. So this hip piece comes off. Both the hip pieces come off. I'll do one side for you. And you get this little rocket pod. Clear plastic. Missiles are painted at the ends. A little bit flexible. Wouldn't encourage playing with them or stressing them out too much. Just leave them the way that they are. And you push that right on. It goes right on smoothly. So you can have the double rocket pod. So you got double rocket pods. You got double repulsor blast. You can have one more thing. Two more things, actually. You have a little wrist rockets. Clear plastic, painted tips, just like the rocket pod. Little tab. Very subtle, very smart of Mezco to subtly have this nice little opening right there for you to plug this into. Goes right in there so you can fire off that rocket. I suggest the tab is not that deep and the socket for it isn't as deep as well. If you're going to use this as a display, do that last. So set them up, have them posed, plug that in last because you don't want to be messing with this too much. It will stay. Like I'm touching it right now. It's staying. but you kind of have to shove it in there, and you want to be more delicate. You can see how small that tab is. Yeah, tiny tab. Okay, so all that fun stuff. Let's put the side pocket thing back on. Okay. Alright, so at the end of this video, I'm going to pause it or shut it down, and then I'll edit in. There's one more feature, and that is the light up feature. So you can see that there's a glow. You can keep seeing that there's like a bit of a shine to it. That's not a shine, that's actually an LED behind it. I can pop the centerpiece off because we have the final piece, the final accessory, which is a repulsor from the chest. But seeing it like this doesn't do it justice. You guys see it with the light feature. So I'm going to leave this plugged in so when you guys come back in a moment, you will see it all lit up. Okay, so battery compartment, easy to turn on and off. Batteries do not come inside the figure, they come separately. You will have to unscrew that panel. Be mindful of that screw, do not strip it. If it doesn't feel like it's moving, use a different screwdriver. Okay guys, so overall thoughts on this figure, amazing. This was the first non-cloth 112 figure that I'm aware of, or at least that I've held, of Mezco's, and I think they knocked it out of the park. The sheer weight of it, when you grab it in your hand, you're going to be like, wow, this is impressive. I love them. I absolutely love them. Now, I know what people are thinking. It's like, well, that's fantastic. I want that figure. And the problem is that he is sold out. He sold out very quickly, and he's very hard to find. That's the bad news. Good news is Mezco is releasing a classic red and gold version of him, which is pretty much identical to this, other than the colors. And they're doing a stealth, which is blue and dark blue. Those two are still available, or will be available. They haven't been released yet, and I will be doing reviews of both of them as well. So, here's the thing. If you need one Iron Man, get the classic. If you need every Iron Man, you're going to pay money for it, but he's going to be worth it. So, will it hold its retail value? Absolutely. Will it hold secondary market value? Absolutely. Is this a figure that you need? Absolutely. I love this figure. He's one of my favorite Mezco figures so far, and I can't say more things that I really love about him. Negatives, and I will point them out, that I did notice one little bit of paint fleck when I was fiddling with him, that just showed up on the mat, which I don't know where it came from, but be mindful of this. This figure is painted. There is a lot of paint on him. The metallic paint is gorgeous, but remember, with these figures, when you're fiddling with them enough, you're gonna cause issues. So treat them like a collectible. Treat them with tenderness. Treat them with care, and they will last you longer than if you treat them like an action figure. They are action figures, yes, absolutely. Can you play with them? Yes, absolutely. Can you pause them? Can you pose them? Not pause them. Pose them. Yes, absolutely. If you notice that there's scraping and chipping and flecking, that's because you did what you did. They are beautiful figures, but they do need a medium of care and tenderness when playing with them. So keep that in mind. Other than that, absolutely fantastic. Love the figure. Can't wait to see the other two that are coming out. All right, hang tight. We'll show you off the light feature in a moment. Okay, as promised, let's do the light feature. The light is still on in the back, so let's just shut off the house lights. And let's turn... Oh, light wasn't... I shut it off during the review. Look at that. Okay, here we go. I know, dark screen. There you go. There's the glow from the LED light. That's pretty intense. It's pretty impressive for the figure. Now, will you ever display them like this in the dark? No, probably not. But it is nice to have this glow effect. There you go. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. And there you have it. My headset just went dead. So if I sound a little funny, that's what happened. Anyway, fantastic figure. Let me turn back on the lights. Brightness. Okay, guys. Like I said, fantastic feature. Love it. Go out and grab one, or at least pre-order the other two versions that are out there. I'm out. See ya.